Hey,
Oh, hey, sorry, my chime didn't go off.
all
How are
good.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Oh, my hair is not cooperating today.
Today was one of those days for me where I woke up like 5 minutes ago.
Good morning, man. Let's get another reminder out here. We're looking forward to Tuesday, Friday. Hey, Tron. Good morning to you.
Oh, look at this. Quite a crowd this
Long, what's the deal? Say no. What's up? How you been?
I am good. How have you been?
Man, I've been on some nah. Yeah, nah. Let me eat my
Good morning, Naira.
Good morning, decades.
All right. What else we got here? All right, we'll give it about maybe another 5, and then our community meeting. But happy Friday to everybody. Good to see everybody today. That's not what I want. Dun-dun. All right, how about 9:30? Are you gonna come back, Denira, or no? Is it like an appointment thing? All right, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, V, you got an iPhone now?
I do, yes.
No more Droid?
No, I made the switch.
You supposed to keep that. You supposed to keep the Droid as a trap phone.
Yeah. No, my girlfriend got an iPad for her. Well, she got a promotion over the summer at her school, and she got an iPad, and she was like, "All right, now's the time. Now you need to get an iPhone."
All right, because you got an iPad, you had to get an iPhone.
And so I did the research, and I was like, you know what?
Research.
I think it is time. Well, yeah, because I was like, which one should I get, and or like, should I get the
Which one
new
you got?
whatever? But FaceTime is pretty much what did it for me. Like FaceTime is just it's so convenient, and you can't, and it comes automatically, but you can't do that with Androids.
Mm-hmm.
Get a Galaxy or whatever, like get the
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Peter Parker head.
Google Duo or something. All right, y'all. Let's give it about 2 more minutes. Hopefully,
Spider-Man head ass.
a few more people in here. Then
Say the white Peter Parker.
let's just get started with our community meeting.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
As we wait, just a couple quick kind of housekeeping reminders. Don't forget that next week is our second to last week of the term. It is over November 6th. So if you are behind on stuff, make sure you are thinking about, how, when can I get caught up? And then our assembly for progress reports will be next Friday at 11:30. And those progress reports will be coming out to you.
LV, will you say the term, man?
November 6th. 2 weeks from today.
Oh.
2 weeks from today. Good morning, Ashley. We got you here. All right. Well, good morning again, everyone. Happy Friday. I wish it was a bit of a sunnier Friday, but hopefully it'll get there. So Ms. Jess is with us to lead our community meeting this morning. I really enjoyed our meeting on Tuesday where we were talking about that quote. So
wait, Mr. Tom, how many weeks we got left for school? Well, this time?
2 weeks from today is the last day of the term.
All right.
Okay. So hope you we keep up the good work with our discussions, and let's just go ahead and take it away.
Cool. Thank you. So today, my question for you is, what are your top 3 bucket list items? Keeping it, relatively school appropriate. But yeah, so like things that are on your must-do list of things you want to do. And really think about it. As I was asking it, I was thinking, I don't even know how I would answer this. So think about it and use the chat, turn your mic on, and make sure to include why.
When you say bucket list items, do you mean like something like these are things we want to do before we move on to that life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you had if you knew the apocalypse was tomorrow, what would be 3 things that you would do today?
Okay. I'll put that in the chat as well.
You said what our goal would be for this week or something?
Top 3.
It can be that, but more so things that are things you've always wanted to do, that if you knew that for whatever reason the apocalypse, the world was ending tomorrow, that you would go out today and do them, like must do things for you.
Oh, items.
What's the question? I wanna.
So I put it in the chat as well. But one more time, what are your top 3 bucket list items? Items meaning just what are 3 things on that list? If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, the world is going to end tomorrow. Nobody's going to be here after that. So we have one more day, on this earth in this life. What are the top 3 things you would want to do in that
Oh.
last?"
So what's the top 3 things I want to do if there's only one day left on Earth?
One day. Dang.
You said one day left on Earth, right?
Well, yeah, that's the whole purpose of a bucket list, is kind of like what I want to do before I kick the bucket, which is a phrase.
Shit, my bucket list almost over. You feel me? I live my life to the fullest now.
So there's not one thing you could think of that you still haven't done that you'd be like, "Oh, I'd want to do that."
I got like 2 things, but
Well, what are they? Put them in the chat. That's the whole point. And Denira, I hope it doesn't go down like that either. But Denira said skydiving, hiking, swimming with sharks. That's a good one.
I ain't say nothing about ain't nothing with no
That's
sky.
risky as heck.
I didn't say you
Swimming
said it. I said
Alright.
Denira said it because I'm reading the chat.
That's risky. You gotta be brave to swim with some sharks. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
think that's a great one. That's one that I might add to my list if that's
Swim
okay.
with the fishes.
You would swim with sharks?
You died all the way.
They put you in like a cage, so you're not like right up with them, but you still get the full.
Man.
That swim with sharks out the window. I ain't doing that.
Well, we're pretty white, so that's kind of like our thing.
Huh? What that got to do anything?
I definitely wouldn't swim with sharks either, but I do know people that have even done it where like they're not
She
even.
just said dolphins. I understand. She just said dolphins because sharks, they probably like. I ain't
think
never
it's
seen nobody swim with sharks. No.
I think it's like the thrill factor, because it's like, okay, if the shark eats me and I die, it kind of doesn't matter because the world's gonna end.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying.
That's the whole. You get what I'm saying now? That's the whole point.
It's like things that you wouldn't want to do.
In that case,
they're different.
I would probably say I'll share mine while people are thinking of other ones.
I'm gonna go to the woods, chill with the bears. Then that's
Okay.
He said, you saw you ever? He said, I don't know. I forgot how that joint go, but I'm saying, I don't know. I mean, I know what I want to do, but like, it's not for some zing. It's not for the check.
I appreciate you censoring yourself.
Keep it
That man
no. It's no sexual. It's no sexual way. It's no sex-wise. But it's something else. Like,
All right, he probably saying smoking. He can't say that.
huh?
I say you probably saying smoking,
Purging.
huh?
No.
I would say, good morning, Salima.
Persian. That's light to me. Ben did that.
Purging.
That's something light. I want to say that loot and stuff is purge. I ain't loot though, but doing stuff before I was doing stuff before people even turn 15. I'll be drunk. Let me chill. Just play my game. V, what's the deal, champ? What you want?
That's what I'm trying to think of now. I'd say, I
You
think,
talking about own my own restaurant. How one day left on earth? How you gonna own a restaurant? You ain't gonna make no money. The world gonna blow up.
maybe that's the thing. So I own it. Hey, listen, we didn't judge you, so let's not judge other people's choices. Right? Maybe you buy it for one
How
day.
you gonna own a restaurant in a day?
That's what I'm
It doesn't have to. That was just an example. It doesn't have to be like there's one day. It just means something that if you knew time was running out, that you're like, oh man, I better do this. It's something I've always wanted to do. So
Come on, who said that? And do you
I'm grabbing
believe-
money from a safe. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a binge. I'm gonna rob a bank, like you know what I'm saying? On some GTA stuff. Like I'm gonna rob a bank. Like I know how to do. Like let me see. So I need to chill. You feel me? Hello? I'm in class. All right. See, I'm off my phone. Back to business. How we doing?
I appreciate it.
But like I said, I'm gonna rob a bank. I'm
I
gonna
ain't-
die.
I'll probably be on the same time he on.
Anyways, y'all. How you doing?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can think of any other ones. I mean, I don't even know what mine would be. I would say
I'm struggling with that too.
Cause you only got one more day, so you can't go.
I would
Yeah,
say
Mr. V.
Well, I
When I'm
think
talking, don't mute me, bro. I was trying.
don't answer your FaceTime with your mic on, bro.
Oh, that was my aunt. It's important.
Okay, that's great. You can
Alright.
still mute
And
your
she
mic
forgot I
real
was
quick.
in school, so I thought I was in school, right?
You're not the only one in the chat, my friend.
All right, then but you heard me say I was in school, right?
I did, and then it
Okay,
rang
then.
again, and
I was about to say something after I hung up and you put me on mute. I don't like how
Okay.
you did it.
It's not. Listen, it's nothing personal. I'm just trying to keep
No,
everybody
it's
tuned
up
in.
there from like now on. Like when I kept saying no,
Yeah. Chill off.
If you know you really my man. Like you been my man since like
I
last
believe
year.
I believe
feel
it. You know, you were
You
the
mean
first.
we had some hard times, you mean? Sometimes I want to do my schoolwork, but it's cool though. Then when I did it, you mean I had a good grade. You feel me?
I do. Do you know that when I started at Yes Philly in the summer, you were the first person that I met, the first student that I met?
Okay. Was it?
Yeah, that's for
I ain't gonna lie to you. I smoke a lot, so I probably forgot. I'm gonna keep it Benji.
Well, as always, I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
All right, back to it. Other bucket list items that people can come up with. I think skydiving would be one of mine too.
Want to do skydiving? Come on, we out.
I don't know what my other ones would be though.
I had a feeling skydiving would be a big one.
Yeah.
I don't think so, cause like you land, like I mean you in a parachute, but like what you gonna kill yourself right after you done?
Yeah, you might as well just commit suicide. No, you going to hell from there.
A lot of people do it, and you know it's scary. It's all about the thrill, but
Wait. What you trying to do then? You trying to do skydiving?
I would never do skydiving. But
You
Mr.
should
V,
go to the Grand Canyon.
Why not?
You
And
might
that's
as
what
well
I like doing, taking risks.
You know what, Tyson, that would actually be a good one for my list, is go see some different sites. Like go see the Grand Canyon and maybe like the pyramids. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna afford to do all these things.
I do want to go to in the pyramids in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know
see
Egypt in Africa?
a couple of those landmarks. Yes.
Mhm. I think travel would be a big one for me. Just like
No, because niggas getting lied to like a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanna go see the I wanna see
No,
go see
I'm trying to go to Egypt though, so I can wear the outfit how they used to wear it, and you know how they be in they pools. Let me chill. Oh, shout out.
Any other bucket list items?
No, that ain't my bucket list items. You know what my bucket list item is? Really to rob a bank though. If I got the last day on earth, I'm gonna be rich the day I go. That's how I'm gonna remember myself. Rob a motherfucking bank. It'll be successful.
I mean, I hope so.
Yes. What, bro? You know my bro. Come on now.
I think another one would be I definitely want to have some good food.
And I'm gonna post on the gram my goodbye Earth, we're dying, and throw my money in the air at the same time while I'm throwing it up. That shit blowing up. That shit.
What are you making all your money from?
Robbing the bank.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Rob the bank.
We're going
We're
out with the sun. It's gonna turn into a blessing.
Spend some time in Tulum. That's very specific, Denira, but I like
I
that.
wouldn't say what I'm gonna do to get some money, man, but it's like
Man, I'm gonna hit a lick on somebody. Pistol whip. Hang on.
All right. Tulum, is that in Denira? Is that in Spain? Am I thinking correctly? Can anybody else? I know we have some people that just joined us recently. We're talking about bucket list items, things we want to do. If we had one day left, what would be on our list, or just things we have always wanted to do that, we got to say, all right, before I check out, I got to do this thing. Oh, it's in Mexico. Okay. Yeah. So
Ooh,
we-
Bali.
couple
Selima, that's
people-
one of mine too.
Bali, yes, a lot of world travelers here.
Where's
I
that
think
at?
I
It's
think
in
I would also
Indonesia.
do-
Who?
I would like to attend the Super Bowl in person. At
The
least
Super Bowl. Are you serious? The Super Bowl?
I mean, yeah.
One day.
Well, I
What
mean,
if
it's
it
only-
got Super Bowl on that day?
Come on. So you know the world gotta end like in February, right?
Mhm.
To see the Super Bowl. Because I don't think you want to see the Super Bowl in person unless you in February.
Well, I mean, it depends who's playing, I guess.
Smoke, we eat good, have a good sex session.
That's a thorough joint right there.
You thorough. You funny as shit.
Yo.
That's a real live shit though.
Oh, they blitzing. That's a pick on the first play. How you do that? Wow. Sad. Unbelievable.
So you're talking to me about not going to the Super Bowl yet? Oh, are we watching?
Yeah, you bored as heck.
I was gonna say.
Man, my fault, champ.
Okay, I figured it was one or the other.
Oh yeah.
And
Dude,
Ahmad, I appreciate your honesty.
Garden. Stop it, little ass boy. I do this in real life too.
Any other bucket list
Yo.
thoughts? Any places we would
Yo.
travel?
Like that. Play action.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Ew, like that. Toe tap. What you say, B?
I was just asking if anybody had any other thoughts. I could also think maybe I would want to go to, like, if we're talking about where we would travel, I would probably say maybe ancient Greece.
I'm going to Hawaii. Hawaii. It go near the volcano.
Volcano, that'd be good.
I'm gonna check from the wreck. That shit. I'm gonna run to the water. So when the lava hit water, that shit's under don't like. You mean?
I think I personally would also like to be a contestant on a game show before I check out of here. Oh, Statue of Liberty, that's a good one tonight. I've been there before. It's very cool. I didn't get to go up.
You've been to the Statue of Liberty? You've been to the statue? For real? Have you really
Yeah, but
been?
you don't just, like, when you're at the Statue of Liberty, you don't just see the statue. Like, you can go through Ellis Island and see, like,
Don't you go inside? Don't you go inside the statue? And it's like an
you
upstairs.
can. I don't know how far. Like, they closed some parts of it off now because it's so old, and, like, they might not be as safe.
It's like two of them, right? They got one in like France, right?
They do.
Yeah, because that's, like, it was originally built in France. Like, the sculptor was a French architect. So there's one in France. There's one in New York. There's a
Oh, New
small
York?
one.
Oh no,
There's
you're
like-
just dicky. It's just dicky. Yo, it didn't
A
sound
game-
like
yes, a game show exactly like Family Feud, Janira, or maybe The Price is Right.
White break, you want to do it again? But I'm off. You go ahead.
Yeah, that'd be that's been a lifelong dream of mine to be on The Price is Right.
You like you be on that tape show too.
What are you trying to say? I do like that show. Trying to get my bids down.
How much you think you gonna win?
Well, it depends. Depends on what the showcase is. Depends on what the prizes are. Maybe I'll come out of there with a new car. Maybe some cash money.
All right. So how about you get on that show now? Participate now, right? And I'm
Mhm.
gonna find the channel, and I'm gonna go on that joint, and you're gonna be Instagram famous.
I can only hope. Oh,
Well,
go on the Ellen game show. I forgot she does a game show. So that's like the game of games, right, Janira? Where they're like, she dunks them from hanging from the ceiling and all that stuff.
yeah.
What about you, Miss Chess? Do you have any game shows you'd like to go on?
So it's actually kind of funny. I'm like not a big game show person, but my boyfriend loves this show called The Wall. Have you watched that one?
I've never watched it, but I've heard of it.
He's like addicted to it, and we always joke about going on it, but I'm
Yeah.
afraid I wouldn't get any of the questions right. And he would have to be doing like the money part, because like he's better at like gambling and all that than I am. But I don't trust that I could get any of the questions right. But it might be a fun thing to do, like, on
I don't know if it's still on, but another one would be to be on Cash Cab, the game show Cash Cab.
yeah, it's a good one.
Answer questions, or to go on that show Hot Ones, where you have to eat the spicy wings and then
Ooh.
answer the questions. Oh, have you never watched that show?
Wow, you gonna check on the first drone?
Wow.
Man,
I would
that
not.
sounds
I would
cool.
not put on the first one.
You would give up on the first wing. Stop like
Okay, I actually thought of a new one. This is dating myself. I actually only recently watched them. I didn't watch them when they were live, but I've been watching a lot of Survivor in quarantine, and it's just like
Oh
this
yeah.
great show about people like living on an island with
How much have you
nothing.
gone back to like the beginning? Because there's like 20 seasons.
We haven't, there's 40. We haven't watched them in order, but we just Google like best seasons, and we've watched
Oh,
them from like 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It's
Yeah.
really good, but it's not something that I think I'd be very good at, that it would be worth using my time for now. But
because
if
you ain't ready for that jungle. You ain't
I
ready
don't
for the
know,
jungle.
well, we'd have to see.
You can't
It's
wait
not-
30 days out there.
Yeah, what you win like $1 million, right? Isn't that what it is?
If you win, you win $1 million.
Yeah.
You will- all right, listen. You need
But
a
it
million
is-
too? I got you. I put you on my
Great.
bet.
Yeah, I'd split it with all you guys just because we had this conversation here.
All right, so
You gotta root for me though.
who trying to help me out? We could put her on our bet.
I agree.
Sounds like a plan.
If
All
you
right,
know how to
ladies.
fish, we could finesse too.
Any other last minute bucket list items before we wrap up our community meeting here?
Yeah. When I get rich, oh, I can't see.
All right, y'all.
I got it
Well,
on paper. I got it on paper right now. Okay.
that actually is not a bad way to end, Tyson, is talking about, these are all, bucket list things. Some of them might seem far-fetched and all that stuff. But, if you think
so
some of
far
them,
that bucket list became true.
if you think some of them might be attainable one day, it's not a bad idea to like write it down or, say it out loud, just kind of put it out there into the universe. And, it might seem like a small little thing, but, the more you do that, the more maybe it may happen. All right?
Well,
Yeah, love that.
hey, Mr. V, you do the Spider-Man logo? You do the joint with the fingers?
I cannot. All right, y'all. Thank you to everyone who shared. I appreciate it. I enjoyed hearing your bucket list.
Oh, we out?
Thank you to
It
Miss
was
Jess.
9:30? All right.
So let's take.
Stay dangerous and stay
let's
smart.
take-
All
all
right.
right. I'd love to be able to finish a sentence. Thank you.
Bye.
Let's take 5 minutes here between first period and community meeting. And so we will come back at 9:35 and jump into creative writing. All right. I may have to send some of you to finish your star makeups. Right. But other than that, we
My
should-
fault. I forgot it was community meeting.
I also let's take 5 and then we'll come back at 9:36. Right
All
now,
right.
good job. Hey Shirley, good morning. We are just in between community meeting and first period. So about 2 more minutes and then we will get started, but thank you for joining us today. All right, I'll take about another minute, get y'all cells settled, and then we'll jump in if you haven't already. Please pull up Summit. And that's where we're going to be working from today. There are 2 of you in here who still need to do one of the STAR tests, and today is the last day to make them up. So I am going to send you in the chat privately a link to Miss Kelsey's Zoom, where she is helping people do testing makeups. All right. So I need you to click this link, head there today, get it knocked out. They haven't been taking too long. You get a gift card for finishing it. And it's just one of those things where like we need you to get it done because today's the last day. So if you get this link in the chat right now, please click that link and head there and just knock this test out, and then she will send you back here when you're done. All right. I greatly appreciate it. The rest of us, like I said, pull up Summit if you don't have it up already. And I'm going to do a quick refresher of what we're doing to get started for checkpoint 3 in Summit. All right, so let me get that pulled up. So if you were here last class on Tuesday, then you should remember we went over checkpoint 3, what we're doing for it, all that good stuff. So we're just gonna do a quick refresh of that again, and then give you guys time to work on that or get caught up on other stuff you need. But again, just a reminder, Taisim and Shabria, I put a link in the chat to both of you to go make up your last STAR test. I need you guys to do that today. It's kind of one of those things where we just got to get it done. So I appreciate your help. You'll get an Amazon gift card for finishing it. So just go ahead, click that link, X out of this chat, and Miss Kelsey will be waiting there to help you guys get caught up. But please do that today if you are able to. So you're already in here for class right now, so just head there, knock it out, and then come back. You'll be good. All right, the rest of us, let me share my screen and remind us where we are going on Summit. So you're looking for our class, which is, of course, creative writing. Our project is Dear Editor. So you should have checkpoint 3 assigned to you over here. All right. It says research topic. And then if we click right here, it'll bring up the checkpoint that looks like this, right? And that's where we are working from today, all right? So please take about a minute or two and get that pulled up. Give me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat when you have it pulled up so I know everybody is on the same page. All right. And again, one more time, just real quick, head to Summit, find checkpoint 3 over here on the left-hand side in our class, creative writing. And then you're just clicking right at the top, research topic, and then it should look like this. All right. And please let me know in the chat when you got it to know we are all there. Shirley says yes. Ashlyn A says yes. Thank you. Waiting to hear from a couple more people so I know everybody's on the same page. Salima says yes. Thank you. All right. Give it about another minute for everybody else to get there. Ahmad to run. Making sure we have this pulled up. And one more time real quick, you're just going to Summit. All right. Scrolling down. Once you find our class, creative writing, checkpoint 3 should be right here on the left-hand side. Then you're clicking up here, it says research topic, and then it should look like this. All right. You know, 30 more seconds, make sure everybody has it pulled up. Again, when you get it pulled up, if you haven't already, please let me know in the chat so I know that you are there and that you don't have any trouble finding it. All right, y'all. So if you have this pulled up, and again, as I'm going through this, if you still can't find it, give me a shout and let me know. But this is what you should have pulled up on your Summit, right? So you can see it says research journal at the top, and there's a space for topic. Now, if you were here last class on Tuesday, you may remember we talked about, we did that little kind of bulletin board thing on Nearpod, and we talked about, you know, what is a topic or an issue that's going on currently that I am passionate about, right? Some of us said graduating from high school. Some of us maybe said starting our own business. Some of us said Black Lives Matter and, like, you know, protests that are going on, all that stuff. And I shared mine was voting. Right? So we now have to take that single topic and turn it into an argument that we're going to make for our argumentative essay, for our final product. Okay. So we have to go from like maybe a one word or a one phrase topic into like a stance that we can take on that issue. For example, if my topic was voting, maybe the argument I want to make is that, you know, everyone should be automatically registered to vote at 18, right? So that's my stance. Just like when we did that, when we did checkpoint 1 and you watched that TED talk, her stance was that school should start later for teens. So maybe her topic was like, sleep deprivation or whatever it is. And then she turns that into a stance she can take on that issue. So it should be, your topic for this checkpoint should be something that you can argue and prove, not just one word, right? So like I said, I go from voting to everybody should be automatically registered to vote at 18, right? People with me so far? Questions? Now is the time to let me know if you do have one. All right, so then once I have my topic listed here, now I'm going to start just filling out this chart. So this is where, you're doing your research for that final product, for that argumentative piece. And so this is where it just becomes, I go to Google and I type in, I type in my topic. So, automatically register to vote. Now it's saved because I was doing it for another class, and now you can see, okay, a bunch of stuff comes up, right? So if I just click on this first article, now I can start filling in this chart. So first line is article title. So I can go back here, get the title, copy, paste, right? Fill it in my chart. Boom, done. Actually, I'm going to copy paste this way. All right. Next one is pro or con. So it's asking, is this article pro for your topic or con for your topic? So which one of those would be for, which one would be against? Can anybody remind us of that in the chat real quick? Or over your mic if that's easier. But if we're looking at the pro and con, and one means that it's in support of your topic, one means it's against your topic, which one do we think is in support? Which one do we think is against for pros and con, for pro and con? Anybody tell me that in the chat or over your mic real quick? Yeah, Shirley, and thank you. Con is against, definitely. That means pro is for. So now I want to actually start reading through my article and think, okay, is this article in support of my topic or is it going against my topic? So does this article support that everybody should be automatically registered to vote? And now in some cases, it might not be either one. It might just be a straight up like, here's the facts about this. And in that case, you can put both, right? But if I read now, I'm just kind of scrolling through right now for an example. But this is where you would actually read through this and see, okay, are they in support or not? And based on what I've skimmed through, it looks like they pretty much are. So I would write pro here, right? And now I want to collect a quote, and my quote should tie back to my topic, something that helps serve as evidence to prove why I'm right about this topic, this stance that I've taken here, okay? So now I go back to the article, see if I can find a good one, like maybe this one right here. Automatic voter registration began as a way to get more voters on the rolls, and the data we have so far suggests it has succeeded. So that sounds like a good quote. I would copy that, and I would put that in my chart as well. And then the last thing I want to do is fill in this final box where it says meaning/important. So this is where I'm explaining this quote and putting in this box, okay, why is this quote important? How does this quote help support the stance that I have up here? So what would I write in this box then for my example here? Tell me in the chat or over your mic if that's easier. But if I'm trying to explain this quote, so my stance, my argument that I'm making is that everyone should be automatically registered to vote at 18. And here's the quote I have from the article, which says automatic voter registration began as a way to get more voters on the rolls, and the data we have so far suggests it has succeeded. What would I then write in this box? How would I explain that this quote helps support my argument up here? What do we think? You can tell me in the chat, or you can answer on your mic if that's easier. But what would I write in that last box to explain how that quote supports my argument? What can I put there in that last box? How can I explain how this quote helps support my stance up here, helps prove my argument? So the question is, all right, I have my topic up here. And again, this is just my example to show you guys how to do this one. You guys are going to do your own. But I have my topic up here, right? I have my argument I'm going to make. Everyone should be automatically registered to vote at 18. And I found an article on Google. I've said, okay, it's in support of this topic. And then I found a quote, that I have right here. So now my question now is, in this last box where it says meaning or importance, what we're doing is explaining how this quote supports our argument up here. So my question to you is, what would I write there then for this one? If my argument is that everyone should be automatically registered to vote at 18, and my quote says automatic voter registration began as a way to get more voters on the rolls, and the data we have so far suggests that it has succeeded, what could I then write in this box that explains how this quote supports my argument up here? How does this quote help me make the case that everyone should be automatically registered to vote at 18? What can I write? What can I write there in that box?
It looks like Ahmad. Oh, you can see the chat. Okay.
I did, yeah. Thank you, Ms. Jess. Yeah, the more votes was a success. Exactly, Ahmad. So I can say, this quote shows that automatic voter registration was successful, if I can remember how to spell, in getting more votes counted. Okay. We can say based on the data they collected. Right? So that's kind of what you're going to do for that last box. Look at your quote, look at your argument and say, okay, how does this argument help me, or has this quote helped me make this argument? And then once you have all those boxes filled out, you're done with that row. Now, obviously there's a lot of rows on this chart, right? Now, obviously, the more you research, the stronger your argument will always be, okay? Remember that. The more you research, the stronger argument you will have. But for our purposes of this checkpoint, let's just try to have about 5 to 7 of these rows filled out. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be down to about here, okay? So just this top part. Now, if you want to keep going, if you get really into your topic and you want to research more to give yourself a better argument, feel free. But what I'm going to be looking for when I check these is 5 to 7 of these are filled out, okay? Now, the last thing is, if you're thinking, I don't really have a topic in mind of my own, excuse me, I can't really think of one, right? What you can do is go to Summit. If you go back to where this checkpoint is on Summit and scroll down, you'll see if you've done checkpoint 2, you'll recognize a lot of these are the prompts from checkpoint 2. Should college athletes be paid? Self-defense, get rid of the death penalty. If you can't think of a topic of your own, you can click on one of these and it will give you a list of different sources to use to do your research, to fill out this checkpoint with. I want you to try to come up with your own topic first, something that you are passionate about, that you can take a stance on, one way or the other. Again, like my topic was voting, so my stance was that everybody should be automatically registered, right? But if you're really stumped, then you can go to Summit and use one of these instead. That's why they're there. So either way, you'll still be able to complete this checkpoint, all right? So I should see this checkpoint filled out like this, the way I just did that first row, all right? I'm gonna be checking this over the weekend, and it should be done by the time we come back to class on Tuesday next week. All right, and again, remember, only a couple weeks left in the term, so we got to keep moving pretty quick here. All right. So are there questions on this checkpoint? All right. If you understand this checkpoint and what you need to do, please give me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat. If you still have questions, please let me know. All right. And we can maybe do a quick breakout room, or I can try to help you out. Ahmad, I got yours. Thank you. I'd like to see one of these from everybody if I can, so I know everybody is on board. All right. Ashley, thank you. So, ladies and gents, now if you are good to go and you understand what you need to do, the rest of the time is yours to be working on this. Salima, I got yours. Thank you. All right. Again, if you are cool with this checkpoint, you understand what you need to do for it, just put a thumbs up in the chat or a yes, let me know, and then you are free to start working on this. If you are still behind on some other stuff, like maybe checkpoint 2, don't forget about getting caught up on that as well. And I will be in the Summit Lab later today from 1 to 3 if anybody needs extra help, all right? But now is the time to get working on this. I will check back in periodically. All right. I didn't hear from Tehran or Shirley, but I assume you guys are good to go with this checkpoint. Understand what you need to do. All right. Same with Manuel and Tyseem Shabria. I assume you guys are good to go. If not, please give me a shout and let me know. All right. And also, one more reminder to Tyseem and Shabria. I sent you a link in the chat. If you can click that link, head over there and knock out that STAR test this morning. I would greatly appreciate it, as would Miss Rich and Dr. Dave and everybody else, because we need to get as many of these done, and today is our deadline. So we need you guys to knock these out. All right. If you are having trouble accessing the link, please let me know. But that's what I'd love for you guys to do today. And yes, Salima, one more time real quick. Let me share my screen. All right. So one more time real quick. You're coming up with the topic to write up here, but your topic should be in argument form. So like, for example, my topic I was passionate about was voting. So I turned that into...
Can I talk to you?
I turned that into the stance that everyone should be automatically registered to vote at 18. And that's what I write in my topic line. And now I just start Googling that topic. And so this is the first article that comes up. And so now I use this article to fill out that first row. So I copy paste, get rid of that, sorry. I copy paste the title. I determine, okay, is it pro or con? Is it for or against? I find a good quote from it. And then like Ahmad helped us out with in this last box, I explain, okay, how does this quote help support my stance up here, right? Or if it is going against my stance, explain how is this quote, going against my stance. Because remember, when we make a good argument, we should always have a counterclaim and a rebuttal, what the other side might say. Does that help? Does that make more sense now, Salima? All right, you got it. And Deniable, welcome back. We are working on checkpoint 3 in Summit, which should be assigned to you. I know you stepped out while I was explaining it. So, you can try and get started. If you have questions or you're stumped, let me know. We can do a quick breakout room, or you can come to the Summit Lab later today. And ladies and gents, also be aware that I am now, I have been for like the last week, finally able to put the recordings of class onto the Yes Philly YouTube channel. So if you missed class or you're stumped or need to know how to catch up on something, you can always go there and look at those as well. Okay. All right, so we got about 25 minutes left. I'm going to mute myself, turn this over to you guys to get working, and then I will check back in about 10:15 and see where we are at. All right, thank you guys. Good job.
The funny one was good.
All right, y'all, just doing a quick check-in. Should be working on either checkpoint 3 if we are caught up, or anything we are still behind on. If we are not caught up, as you get stuff finished, please don't forget to request feedback. I do have feedback on here from some of you for checkpoints 1 and 2, so I will make sure I get to that. But again, let's make sure we have checkpoint 3 finished by the time we get to class next Tuesday, not at the end of class, by the time we get to class. So I will be checking a little bit of it over the weekend. All right. Questions from anybody so far? Issues that anybody's having? All right, y'all, I'm gonna check back in about another 5 minutes to kind of wrap up, see where everybody's at, and then we should be good to go. Good job with this. All right, y'all, just checking in again. We got about 5 minutes left. All right. Make sure that you are requesting feedback on anything you finish. And again, don't forget 5 to 7 of those boxes of those rows on the checkpoint should be filled out just the way like I filled out mine in the example. I'm looking forward to seeing what all of your topics are going to be. So please let me know if you have questions. I will be in the Summit Lab this afternoon from 1 to 3. If you need help getting caught up with anything, if you don't have the link, please let me know and I can send it to you. All right. But what I want you to do right now before we go is please in the chat put a 1 to 5 of where you are with this checkpoint, how we're feeling. 5 being like, I'm totally good. I understand what I need to do. I'm working on it. I'm all caught up with everything else. No problem. 3, maybe like, I still have a little bit to finish on checkpoint 2, and then I'm going to start checkpoint 3, but I know what I need to do. And 1 would be like, I'm still way behind on a lot of stuff. I need some help getting caught up. Please help me out. All right, I got 1 from Shirley. Thank you. I got 1 from Salima. Thank you. I'd like to get 1 from everybody before we go. So please put that 1 to 5 in the chat before we wrap up here. I got another 1 from Ashley. Thank you. I see a lot of 3s and 4s. That makes me happy. Good job. Who else do we still need in here? So Denira, Tehran, Ahmad, please let me know 1 to 5 how you guys are feeling with this checkpoint. Are you guys kind of caught up? Like, let me know that. And then once you put that number in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, you are good to go for today. Please, please, please have a good weekend. Stay safe. And I will see you all next Tuesday when this checkpoint should be done. Tehran, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Ty.
What's up, Tehran?
Bye, everyone.
I've been sick lately, so like I've been trying to get caught up on a lot of my work. Like I just didn't request it all, like, but I'm getting caught on it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I know you were feeling under the weather. I hope you're feeling better now. But yeah, just let me know whenever you need help, and you're good.
All right.
All right, John,
I'll
brother.
see you
All right.
later.
All right, y'all. I am going to leave the chat open for about another 2 minutes. So if you have questions or anything, please let me know. If not, then I will see you on Tuesday.